Hello fellow gamers, Kevin J2010 here, welcoming you back to some more Skyward Sword, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword to be exact, not just any Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we found a Kikwi who was over there. And in this episode, we're still looking for Zelda. Well, we were looking for Zelda in the last episode, and this episode we're going to keep looking for Zelda. But we have to find the Kikwi Elder first. So, I was hoping I can get up there, but I can't. And there's an amber relic up there that I want. Anyway. So we gotta run up here, avoiding the Deku Bobber before it knocks you off. Grab that. Oh yeah. Kinda cool how you can do things like this. Dang. That looked a lot more grotesque. See, that's one thing I kind of regret about this game. This game has its dark, creepy, disgusting enemies sometimes. But then other times, the game is really, cartoony. Like, 'cause you look at the Kikwis and they're freaking adorable. And I mean, I think those are Bokoblins. They're not scary at all. Anyway, so that's how you take care of those Deku scrubs. They're cute, but then like you look at the Deku Bobbers and they're kind of scary and you're cutting their mouth off. Anyway, so there goes that Bokoblin. I want to push this down so we have a little bit of a shortcut. I suggest doing that wherever you can, just because shortcuts are always nice. Hey, and an amber relic. Yeah, similar to Twilight Princess. Once you've saved your game and exited and then go back in, it'll remind you of things. It's not rupees. It's not rupees like Twilight Princess, but now it's these. So I gotta get up there still. And I see where I gotta go. So you're gonna come over here and cut, and run. Birdies. Hello, birdies. Anyway, you have to use your shield for those in case you didn't totally see why I was doing that. Anyway, we're gonna get the hearts out of those onions or whatever. Those, obviously non-onion, but thought something would be in there. Anyway, no, we're not heading down there. We're heading over there. I'm just taking care of all. Man, usually I don't get the shield timing right, but I'm doing pretty good with it today. Anyway, Deku Baba. Deku Baba. There we go. Cut that rope free. Don't know how the rope got there, to be honest, because it's a rope, it's not like a vine. And you have to flick the Wiimote to do it. I think I probably could have jumped right at the beginning there, but... What is this? What is this? I am Bucha, the Kikwi Elder. I saw the way you spotted me through my ingenious camouflage. Kwi, you are clearly a master woodsman. Where's Zelda? Zelda? Ah, the girl creature with the blonde hair. She looked like one of your kind. Yes, she was with me. But now is not the time for such talk. The woods are full of monsters. I am worried about my missing tribe. Kwi. The shock and worry has made my memories of the girl quite hazy. What? You say you've met some of my people? Kwi. Kwi, so Machi is safe, eh? Ah, but the monsters, they are still lurking in the forest. I don't dare leave this spot. 3 Kikwis are still unaccounted for. Could I ask you to search for them and make sure they are safe, Kwi? I am worried sick for my fellow Kikwis. If you could calm my fears, I might be able to remember more about where the girl you seek went off to, Kwi. Learning that Zelda is no longer with Kikwi Elder is an unfortunate setback, but he may still have useful information. Taking this into account, I calculated 85. It's 85 last time too. So we have to find the lost Kikwis for the Elders. You expedite your search. I've put the Kikwi. There we go. So we can now search for Kikwis over there. Similar to the scents in the scents, if you know what I mean, like the things you can smell. No thanks. To the scents from Twilight Princess when you were the wolf and you could follow a scent. It's very similar to that, except it's obviously a lot more built on. So we're gonna set it to Kikwi, and now we know that there is one over there. But first, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get in here, so we can come in here first. And there's a couple of those. Ooh, it's a fairy! Ooh, it's a fairy! Ooh, it's a fairy. I want to put that in a bottle. I want to put that in a bottle. So what you do is when you see a fairy, you can actually take one of your bottles. I'm going to use it on the shield. Don't care. Grab the bottle. And scoop it. Scoop it. Scoop it. There we go, got it. I'd rather a fairy in a bottle than that revitalizing potion or whatever the one I had before was. The one for the shield. The purple one. I don't want it. Anyway, as you can see, there's a Kikwi up there. Tie ropes you have to balance with this, and what you can do is, if you shake it, you can shake off things. You have to be careful because it will mess with your balance. Oh, jeez. No! See, I was trying to jostle him off, but then I didn't jostle him off. And I fell all the way back down here. I have to run all the way back up. I'm back up here. Let's get across this. You can hold the A button to go a little bit faster. I always have a hard time with these. I don't know why, but no matter where I seem to tilt it, Link doesn't always want to be in the middle sometimes. It's a little annoying. Anyway, as you can see, there's a Kikwi right over there. So, there's a Bokoblin, a Bokoblin. I'm not sure how people say it. He blew his thing. Let me hit you. I'm having a hard time with this. My commentary completely stopped. I was getting mad. There we go. That made me feel better. That made me feel a lot better. Kikwi. Oh, this one's cuter. You fall off on your red guy, so does that mean you're a good guy? See, I've got this problem. My legs have turned to jelly and I can't get down. Think you could help me, Kwi? Help me, Kwi? That's how I should have said. I detect no monsters in the immediate area and therefore conclude that it's safe for the Kikwi to leave its perch. It seems that the Kikwi is unable to descend the tree. I suggest that you find a way to expedite this movement. 2, to review your available actions. Don't care, just guess. Aww. Everything they do. Ouch, that was effective. Anyway, thanks to you, I'm saved. Keep Halip. Really? The Elder was worried about me? Well, I'm glad to hear he's safe. Kwiku. My name's Lopsia. If you see the Elder, can you please tell him where I am? Oh, Kwi, my legs are still shaking. Okay. Look how much she comes out. And I don't... Okay, you know what? Okay. The Kikwis are adorable, but this is getting a little repetitive now. Just ever so slightly repetitive. I thought you were another monster. Don't scare me like that, Kukwi. Here we go. Swinging it back. Swinging it forward. Okay. We got that. Didn't really explain the fairy that I picked up. Fairies are very big in Zelda. If you have one in a bottle, it's kind of like if you were to die, they'll actually bring you back from the dead. Not really from the... Yeah, it'll bring you back a little bit of health. And, yeah, and you can also just ingest them, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what you're actually doing. Anyway, I think there's a Kikwi. There's not a Kikwi over there, but there is a Kikwi over here. In fact, right up there. So we're gonna want to head up there. I would leap, but I have low stamina. But now I got that, so now I can leap as much as I want. So the Kikwi's right up here. Found him. Okay. He's trying to hide from me. How do I pick you up? Do I just slash you? I don't just slash you. That wouldn't be nice. I got rid of all the grass. You can't hide. Oh yeah, that... I've been discouraged, and here I thought I had a good hiding place, Kwi. I'm Urla, the one... You won't find another Kikwi in these woods that's half as good at hiding as I am, except the Elder, of course, Kwi. I have marked the location of Urla, blah, blah, blah. Jeez, Urla's the first one to not freak out when she saw us, luckily. You met the Elder, and he's okay? Whew, glad to hear it, Kikwi. If you see him again, would you please tell him I'm here? Okay, okay. Okay, I think there's only one. Whoa! I got him! That was really cool. I actually got him. And frame rate issues. That's exciting. And defeat all them, and then, you know, roll into that. Oh! I got a woodland rhino beetle. These insects are things that you can collect throughout the game. You actually need a special item to collect them for the most part. But I guess if they fall onto you like that, you can get them. It's really weird. Needless to say, if you've played Link to the Past, there's an item that was in that game that will be used to collect bugs, very similar to the way you collect bugs in this game. Needless to say, even Pokemon has the same. The bug catchers hold the same item. So I'm just gonna. That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to say exactly what it is. But anyway. Ow! Ow! Wait, what do you want? What you want? What you want? Just look at me. Die. Anyway. But yeah, so we'll collect a lot more bugs later, but again, similar to the amber relics and all that, none of them are required, so don't feel like you need to collect amber relics and stuff like that for no reason. In fact, if anything, there's some stuff you'll get later in the game that pretty much makes a lot of the reason why you would get them null and void. But I'm gonna do it just to show it off, at least, because I know people would complain if I didn't at least show off what they're for anyway. So you can fall down here. Where does this go? Yeah, I'm not falling down there, not yet. Because if you head back over here, we want to head over here. This is a good thing for a Zelda game, but something that I like to complain about. As you can see, this right here is a... I'm tilting it to the left. Jeez, anyway. Right here is a piece of heart, our very first one, our heart piece, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of the same thing. Basically, if you collect 4 of them, you will get another heart added to your heart meter at the top left of the screen. Again, whoa, that was weird, because I meant to knock that bug off its perch, but then, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, heart pieces will do that. And the reason why it's a big thing of gripe for me is that in most Zelda games, all the heart pieces you generally had to work for. You had to find them. None of them were ever... And very, very, very rarely were they just sitting out in the open. I guess that kind of brings it back to kind of like, I was gonna say Wind Waker, but I mean more like Majora's Mask and stuff. I guess you can pick out bugs that hang onto walls if you knock them off and they're on their back, so you can pick them up with your hands, but you won't be able to do that later. Anyway, as I was trying to say, heart pieces have a purpose, and I feel like it's a little bit weird that you can just find them around like that as opposed to, you know, working for them. Because as a big fan of Twilight Princess, a lot of them were just kind of like you had to know where they were and you had to kind of look for them. But now it's more like, oh look, they're right in the open. That's not the only one that's right in the open, so I don't know. There was literally no challenge in finding that. Okay, so I did have to fall down this hole eventually. Because if you come over here... Am I right? Is it right here? Oh yeah, he's right there. You try to pick him up and he's like, whoa. Don't eat me, I taste terrible. Let me go. Huh? The Elder was worried about me? I'm glad to hear he's safe. I'm Ulo. If you meet the Elder, tell him I'm here. Keep a leap. I don't know if he's safe yet. I'm gonna stay here a while longer and wait for those monsters to go away. I've killed most of them. I'm not detecting any additional dousing responses in the area. Okay! Thank you, Fi. Thank you. Thank you. What was that just now, Kikwi? Don't scare me like that. Okay. 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 Okay, so we have to go back to the Elder. Where was he again? Where am I on the map? The Elder was right there, so... I'm just gonna mark him off. So now that when I ended up all the way back at the beginning. Bad. It's bad. Anyway. But luckily, good thing we set up all these shortcuts for ourselves. So now we're back over here where Machi was, as you can see. And if you run all the way back over here to where the bird statue is, you can come up here, and we can get back up to where their elder was. I was about to call him their leader, but their leader, take us to your leader, like the aliens from Toy Story. But anyway, okay. That's not the right button. There's so many menus and stuff in this game, I often press the wrong button. What does he say? Whee, so all my fellow Kikwis are well, and they want me to stop worrying? Aha, excellent, they know me too well. You have a real talent for finding whatever is missing, Kwi. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you have my thanks. Whee, I feel much less worried now. I believe I just remembered where the young lady went. The young girl, Zelda, was that her name? Yes, it's all coming back to me. She said she had to travel to the temple deep within these woods. Oh, I tried to warn her about how dangerous it was there, but the clever little thing vaulted off my belly and ran off on her own just the same. What are you looking at? Oh. I don't know how we were supposed to see that from the other side, but whatever. I think she headed down that way, towards the temple, Kwi, but be sure to take great care if you follow her. That area is crawling with monsters. Oh, I almost forgot, Kwi. As a reward for finding all my fellow Kikwis, I will give you a precious Kikwi heirloom. Let me just fetch it for you right now, Kwi. Pardon me a moment. I don't know why I screwed that up. He goes, what are you doing? Yeah. Okay. Oh. That's a little weird. But we have our first item in the game. This is the slingshot. Use the projectile shooting weapon, blah blah blah. There we go, our first item. It's a slingshot. Very similar, very common of Zelda games. You jump off and he's gonna come up and he's gonna go, with that slingshot, Kwi, you should be able to find a path to the deep woods where the temple is. Just to start, why not try to curl up the wine over there? Press B to ready your slingshot, Kwi, and press A to fire a shot. Backwards from Twilight Princess, because in Twilight Princess B was shoot, and it wasn't A to get the item out, but yeah, A did other things. So as you can see, you press A and you shoot it. So yeah, that's how you use the slingshot. But you know, I'm going to end the episode here. So next time on Legend of Zelda, about to say Twilight Princess. Next time on the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we are going to head deeper into the woods towards the temple. And hopefully we can find Zelda. So I'll see you guys all next time.